Good afternoon, dear student. Today we are going to start thin layer chromatography. Before understanding thin layer chromatography, we will just look at what is chromatography. Chromatography is a laboratory technique for the separation of mixture. The mixture is dissolved in a liquid called mobile phase, which carries through structure holding another material called stationary phase. The various constituents of mixture travel at different speed, causing them to separate. The separation is based on the differential partitioning between the mobile phase and the stationary phase. The purpose of the purpose of prospective chromatography is to separate the com- component of mixture for later use, and thus a form of purification. So basically in chromatography there are two phases, the stationary phase and the mobile phase. And the stationary phase is applied to a plate and mobile phase is run on the stationary phase. And how it separate the compound which have higher affinity to the stationary phase, it get attached to the stationary phase and travel less, and the compound which have higher affinity which have lower affinity, it do not attach to the stationary phase and travel faster, and based on their distance the compounds are separated. So today we will go through in detail of thin layer chromatography. It is routinely used by researchers in the field of phytochemical biochemistry and so forth to identify the compound in compound mixture by alkaloid, phospholipid and amino acid. So for identifying different type of mixture in a compound, we use thin layer chromatography. It is a semi-quantitative method consisting of analysis. High performance thin layer chromatography is more sophisticated and more precisely quantitative version. So one of its version like high performance thin layer chromatography, it is used for more precise, means more, if you wanted to get more accurate result you can use HPTLC. We will look at principle of thin layer chromatography. Similar to other chromatography method, thin layer chromatography is also based on the principle of separation. So basic separation principle is used. The separation is dependent on relatively affinity of compound towards stationary and the mobile phase. So compound either having higher affinity towards mobile phase or stationary phase. The compound under influence of mobile phase travel over the surface of the stationary phase. During this moment, the compound with higher affinity to stationary phase travel slowly while the other travel faster. Thus, separation of compound in the mixture is achieved. Once separation occurs, the individual compounds are visualized as a spot on the respective level of travel on the plate. Their nature or character are identified by means of suitable detection technique. So the compound get separated and their nature is identified by suitable different type of techniques. System component means the thin layer chromatography consists of TLC plate, TLC chamber and mobile phase. TLC plate, it is basically the plate which is commercially available, or you can make it as own, means you can develop it in your lab, preferably ready-made with stationary phase. These are stable and chemically inert plate where thin layer stationary phase is applied on the surface layer. Means on its surface the paste is applied. The stationary phase on the plate is uniform thickness and fine particular size, and the thickness of the layer should be uniform. TLC chamber. TLC chamber is a chamber where the plate is kept. This is used for the development of TLC plate. The chamber maintains the uniform environment inside the proper developments of spot. It prevent the evaporation of solvent and keep the process dust free. Mobile phase. This comprises of solvent or solvent mixture. The mobile phase used should be particulate free and of highest purity for proper development of TLC spot. The solvent recommended are chemically inert with sample stationary phase. So mobile phase basically run on the stationary phase. A filter paper. Filter paper basically used for the different purpose. This diagram where every instrument used in the TLC is mentioned. That is TLC chamber. This is the entire outer box. You can see it is TLC chamber. TLC plate is the plate which you can see inside. At the bottom you can see the mobile phase, means the liquid part is kept, and on the plate there is the line is made on which the sport are placed, and after some point of time this sport travel at higher in upward direction, and it gets separated on different length, and based on their length they are identified and characterized further. How this plate is prepared. The TLC plate is usually commercially available with standard particle size ranges to improve reproducibility. They are prepared by mixing the absorbent such as silica gel with small amount of inert binder like calcium sulfate, that is gypsum, and water. The mixture is spread on the thick slurry on the unreactive carrier sheet, usually glass, thick aluminum foil, or plastic. The resultant plate is dried and activated by heating it in an oven for 30 minutes at 110 degrees Celsius. The thickness of the absorbent layer is typically 0.1 to 0.25 millimeter for analytical purpose, and around 0.5 to 2 millimeter for preparatory TLC. We will see the procedure behind it. The stationary phase is applied onto the plate uniformly and then allow it to dry. So we take a plate and apply the stationary phase, means the paste is applied over it. These days, however, ready-made plates are prepared. With pencil, a thin mark is made at the bottom of the plate applied to sample spot. And with pencil, we mark a thin line at the bottom of the plate where the sample are placed. Then sample solution are applied on the spot mark and the line in equal distance. The mobile phase is poured into the TLC chamber to leveled few centimeter above the chamber bottom. A moistened filter paper in the mobile phase is placed on the inner wall of the chamber to maintain the equal humidity. Now plate prepared with the sample spotting on the TLC chamber, so that the side of the plate with the sample line is facing the mobile phase, then the chamber is closed. So the sample which is placed on the chamber, it kept inside the chamber, and the it should touch the liquid phase. The plate is then immersed such that the sample spot is well above the mobile phase for development. Allow sufficient time for the development of spot. Then remove the plate and follow them to dry. The sample spot can now be seen in a suitable UV light chamber for any other method as recommended for the said sample. So suppose it is not visible with naked eye, then we put this in a UV light. So other means other wavelength of light can be detected, which cannot be detected by our naked eye. Analysis. Often small amount of fluorescent compound, usually manganese, is activated. Zinc silicate is added to the adsorbent that allow the visualization of the spot under UV light. The adsorbent layer will thus fluorescence slightly green itself, but spot of analytic quench this fluorescence. This you don't need to memorize. Just you have to go through. Just read once and just keep it aside. So we saw the procedure. We saw the how it looked. Then we we are going to see some of its advantages. It is simple process with short development time. So within a short time we can separate our compound. It helps in visualization of separated compounds more easily, and since it is visible we can easily differentiate the spots. The method helps to identify the individual compound, and after it gets separated we can easily identify the individual compound. It helps in isolating the most of the compound. After it gets separated we can remove our compound. The separation process is faster and selectively for the compound in higher. The purity standard of the given sample can be assessed easily, and we can easily assess the compound is pure or impure or anything. It is cheaper chromatography technique, and after the paper chromatography the thin layer chromatography is the cheapest, means with very less cost we can use this technique. We'll look some of its applications, means how where it is used. To check the purity of the sample, means to check how pure a sample is. To identification of compound like acid, alcohol, protein, alkaloids, amines, antibiotic, and more. So all these compound can be identified by using TLC. To evaluate the reaction process by assessment of the intermediate reaction course and so forth. To purify sample, that is for purification process. To keep check on the performance of the other separation process. And being semi-quantitative technique, TLC is used more for rapid quantitative measurement than the quantitative process, but due to rapidly of used, easy handling, and inexpensive procedure, it finds its application as one of the most widely used chromatography technique. And since it is very easy to use, it do not require much time or much labor work. It is one of the most used chromatography technique in the separation of samples. So this was all about TLC and chromatography. So I hope you all understood. Thank you.